Deontay Wilder goes to war with Luis Ortiz once more for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Star Says So. So let's get into this one, guys. I made a video a little bit earlier today about the weigh-ins, and now it's time for my prediction. What can I say? Deontay Wilder, he looked like the perfect athlete on the weigh-ins and the face-off. Like, wow, he looks like he has spent the last 6 months since that Brazil fight dedicating to fine-tuning his body. Now, we all know that looks can be deceiving, but he looked like he had the perfect physique, perfect amount of muscle. He's not too bulky, he's not too fat. In fact, he's not even looking at the sort of skinnier frame that he sort of had going into that Tyson Fury fight. He looks like he might have been an ultimate Deontay Wilder right now. 219.5 pounds. I mean, I think we have seen Deontay Wilder go as high as about 228 before, possibly. But in terms of physique, I don't think he's ever looked better in his life. Luis Ortiz, he looked like he might have been in career best shape as well, coming down and trimming off some of the pounds, 236 pounds. But this one is about the fight. What do I think is going to happen? Well, Deontay Wilder, with his cocky self, has said that he is sort of promising a first-round knockout. He said that if you look at what he did to Bermane Stiverne when they had their rematch, he's planning on doing the exact same thing to Luis Ortiz going forwards. Now, I really don't think that Wilder's going to ice Ortiz in a round or two. But at the same time, maybe he does. Who knows? Stranger things have happened in a boxing ring. We've seen a lot of upsets this year, and if anybody is capable of knocking a man out in one round, it is the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder. All you have to do is go back and have a look at the absolute war that these two had 18 months ago, and just think to yourself, imagine if we get that kind of drama. Imagine if we get those sort of fireworks again. Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz put on one of the greatest heavyweight fights in a very long time. And Deontay Wilder wants to send another statement. Let's not forget what happened the last time Wilder fought a couple of weeks before Anthony Joshua, sending a statement. And maybe he's going to try and do the exact same thing again tonight. Anthony Joshua tried to copy Deontay Wilder's statement and got his ass handed to him. And Deontay Wilder might be trying to set the same trap again. If he can get Luis Ortiz out there quickly, maybe Anthony Joshua will try and do some stupidness again. But Deontay Wilder needs to stop looking in front of Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz, even at 40 years old, is still a very dangerous person. He's still a very dangerous person. It took Deontay Wilder 10 rounds to get him out last time. And there was a little bit of controversy. Some people say that Deontay Wilder was given additional help and support. I mean, the match doctor decided to check out Deontay Wilder, I think, because of a cut or something like that. And some people are trying to say that it was cheating. What a lot of people seem to fail to understand is that the match doctor supersedes the referee. The match doctor can stop a fight before a referee can, and a match doctor can pause a fight. The match doctor has more control over whether he allows a fight to continue or not. The referee just calls the fight how he sees it. If the match doctor wants to stop the fight at any time, he can stop a fight and the referee can't do a damn thing about it. So Deontay Wilder's trying to prove to the world that, with that extra bit of time to recover or not, he would have destroyed him. Let's be honest, since that fight, Deontay Wilder has gone on to have the much better and impressive fights. That war with Tyson Fury, and also the fight against Dominic Brazil. Since the Wilder fight, Luis Ortiz, his activity hasn't been as great. I mean, since he lost to Wilder, he beat Razvan Kajanu in 2 rounds. He then knocked out Travis Kaufman in the 10th round of a 10th rounder, and he went the distance with Christian Hammer. He's had 3 10-rounders, one of them going the distance. This is going to be his first 12-rounder since his loss, but at least he's put 3 wins under the table. I think the only sort of issue for Luis Ortiz is that his last outing was in March against Christian Hammer, and he went the distance. I've said to many people over the years that Luis Ortiz is one of these sort of people that steps his game up dependent on his opponent. If you look at what he did to Deontay Wilder and gave him an absolute war for 10 rounds, and then look at what he was doing to the likes of Daniel Martz and David Allen. Do you know what I mean? I think Luis Ortiz is the sort of fighter that really gets up for the big fights, and he's the sort of person that do not write him off. Also, when you look at his physique, he looks like he's coming in at a career best as well. I think people really need to understand this could be a war, or it could be a quick showing. But let's be honest, we've seen a lot of upsets this year. We've seen Anthony Joshua get beaten up by Andy Ruiz. Tyson Fury really should have lost to Otto Wallen. Is this going to be the third upset of 2019? I don't know. I've made no qualms about hiding the fact that I'm a big Deontay Wilder fan, and that's why I tried to make as little Deontay Wilder videos on this channel as possible, so that people can't call me a fanboy. Furthermore, he only fights twice a year, so it's only like a little bit of time that you can really get hyped up for it. But I'm excited for this. The fight's not going to start until 4 a.m. UK time. I'll be setting my alarm for 3:45 to wake up to watch this epic battle. I think that Deontay Wilder is going to win, and I'm predicting a win within 8 rounds. If it goes past that, whatever. Better value for money. I'm going to be exhausted, of course, watching it with drowsy eyes because the fight's going to be so late. But those of you in the US, I would strongly recommend just buying the fight and supporting it as well. Deontay Wilder is your US heavyweight champion, and it's like, you Americans do not support your own fighter. I don't understand that. This guy's Deontay Wilder is on course to make history. If he beats Luis Ortiz tonight or draws with him, he extends and goes up to 10 successful title defenses. That will put him on par with Muhammad Ali. He's on 9 with Mike Tyson, and if he beats Ortiz, he goes up to 10. Deontay Wilder is really starting to etch his name out there, and I know a lot of people wanted to chat shit back in the day about who he was fighting. All you guys need to remember is that nobody wanted to fight Wilder. Wilder could only fight people that were listed within the top 15 of the WBC. Let's not forget, Anthony Joshua was ranked 2nd or 3rd when he fought Charles Martin and paid Martin $5 million. As I've said multiple times on this channel, why did AJ not offer Wilder the $5 million? I guarantee he would have taken it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Povetkin was supposed to fight Wilder. Povetkin popped dirty. Like, Deontay Wilder could only fight the people that were paying the WBC ranking fees and were ranked within the top 15. Luis Ortiz has come up again. Still a very dangerous fighter. And if he has made the works to his body as well, this could be even more dangerous. Who knows? I'm not going to rule off the upset. I'm hoping and I'm praying that Wilder gets the job done so that he can go on to face Fury in the rematch, or potentially Andy Ruiz if he beats AJ. But, upsets do happen. This is professional heavyweight boxing. This is the top tier of boxing, and one punch can change anything. So yeah, my prediction is Deontay Wilder within 8 rounds, and we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Who do you think is going to win? What round or what sort of brackets are you going for? Leave me a comment, hit like, hit subscribe. That's the end of the show, because Ramstar says so.